Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Danny Taylor, co-owner of Vegan Proteins Online Coaching, and today I'm doing one of your favorite videos, which is when I react to your unpopular fitness, nutrition, or vegan opinions. So I put this in my story last week to ask you guys for your unpopular opinions, your hot takes on these topics, and today I'm going to be going through them and reading them and responding to them. So I hope you guys like it. These are always super fun for me to make. So if you like them, let me know. I will do them more often. Okay, the first opinion I have here is that arugula is awful. I'm gonna have to disagree. I actually really like arugula. I like how spicy it is in a salad. I just love arugula. What is your favorite way to eat arugula? If there is only actually one fruit or vegetable that I hate, absolutely 100% cannot eat, will send it back in the restaurant, and that is cilantro. I can't do it. People say, oh, you have the special gene where it tastes terrible. I don't know. All I know is it is disgusting. So if I order something and say, no cilantro, please, and it comes out with it, that is the only time I will send it back. Otherwise, I can usually pick other stuff out of my food if there was an accident, but not cilantro. But arugula, I like arugula. Oh, this is a good one. Bodybuilding isn't a strength sport, but a performing art. So I kind of agree. The actual performance of bodybuilding competition is 100% a performance art. However, you will do very poorly if you are not at least moderately strong. Like, you need to strength train a lot in order to show up and perform your art on competition day and do well. I think of it as more of like a muscle beauty pageant, honestly, which is that's the most accurate depiction that I can think of. So yeah, the show day, it is a beauty pageant where you show off your muscles as much as possible. But in order to do well at it, you can't do it without strength training. Now, that doesn't mean you're gonna walk in and win a powerlifting competition because you strength train a lot, but most bodybuilders are pretty damn strong and pretty damn fit in general. Not on show day, not on competition day. That's probably the weakest that they've ever been in their life, but generally the rest of the year. I get that. Nobody cares what you can bench when you're on stage. Nobody cares what it took for you to get there when you're on stage, and you don't actually have to perform a goddamn thing other than quarter turns on stage. So there are a lot of criticisms of bodybuilding as a sport that I totally get, and I understand where they're coming from. But it takes so much work to get there that it still feels like a sport to me. And to me personally, as a bodybuilder, my favorite thing about bodybuilding is actually not the competition. That's my least favorite thing. I don't care about the competition itself. It feels good to win, but it's the leading up to it. That is the sport. So unlike some other sports where, you know, the competition is the day you show up and compete, and maybe people who compete in other sports feel this way also. For me, the sport is the months leading up to it. That's the sport, I guess. Fasted cardio is stupid and ineffective. It is definitely not more effective. I think that's my big takeaway, is that fasted cardio, if somebody wants to do it or they like doing it for whatever reason, more power to them. I would suggest having something in your system so you don't risk burning muscle. But if someone wants to do it, that's fine. But if someone is doing it because they think it's gonna burn more fat, that is stupid and ineffective. Booty bra shorts and leggings look ridiculous. So I actually had to look this up because I did not know what booty bra shorts or leggings were. Once I saw them, I knew what they were. I had always called them scrunch butt leggings or scrunch butt shorts. Essentially, it's shorts or leggings where they ruche, I think it's called ruche, the buttocks crack of your leggings so that when you put them on, it goes right up there. It's like it gives you a wedgie on purpose. And I had one company gift me a pair of these once. I didn't ask for them, they gifted them to me, and I put them on and I was like, I can't leave my house like this. Cannot do it. So that's just me. I mean, everybody can wear whatever they want to wear. I don't think it looks stupid. Like, I've seen it on other people and it doesn't look stupid. It just looks like something I would not wear. And maybe I'll feel differently about that in a few years, because I never thought that I'd train in my leggings and a sports bra, and that's what I train in now. So who knows? I don't know, maybe it's just something I'm not used to seeing and certainly not used to wearing. It also was like physically uncomfortable to me personally. Let's see, this is a, ooh, good ones here. This is a really tough one to talk about. Okay. Breast implants, etc., should not be considered natty, meaning natural, in bodybuilding competitions. Spicy, I know, that's what it says. This is a spicy take. So other types of implants, like chest implants, ab implants, calf implants, muscle implants, are not allowed in natural bodybuilding. They are banned. So that's good. While I completely understand what this person is saying, because breast implants in and of themselves are not natural, I find that it's really hard to decide where to draw the line here. This is gonna be such a hard thing to talk about. I mean, are hair extensions allowed? Is coloring your hair allowed? I mean, the fake tan, we already know that is super, super fake. And all of those things do play into how you do. But the other much harder thing to talk about, in my opinion, is that as we know, breast tissue, I mean, yes, there's breast tissue, but breasts are largely made up of fat. And when women get very, very lean, they lose that. So most women, as they get leaner, they get more and more flat chested. It's just the way that it goes. I certainly do. I mean, I don't have a ton to work with in the first place, but when I get lean, I basically look like a 10-year-old boy. And I'm okay with it. It doesn't bother me. I have padding in my suit that gives my body a balanced look while I'm on stage without having to undergo a surgery, because I have my own personal reasons for not wanting breast implants. But I understand a lot of people do want them and have them, and that's fine. Because to me, they are like gender affirming care for a bodybuilder. Because when a woman loses her breast tissue, a lot of times they feel like less of a woman, which is kind of, I mean, it's kind of like a sad thing in and of itself. That's a separate conversation, but they start to develop some, I don't know if dysphoria is the right word, but like some kind of, something in that ballpark where their body doesn't look the way they think their body ought to look. And body dysmorphia is obviously rampant in the fitness industry, period, full stop. But if getting breast implants makes somebody else feel like they belong in their body, or that their body belongs to them more, far be it for me to be like, no. That said, it gets tricky because there are women on stage who do have breast implants that might be favored in the competition over somebody that does not have breast implants, whether consciously on the judges' parts or subconsciously on the judges' parts, because the breast implants do give more balance and a more feminine look. I mean, everything I'm saying is problematic right now. I understand that, but I'm just trying to speak from a bodybuilding competition perspective here. So, like, I get it. I'm personally not a big fan of breast implants for a few reasons. Just personally for myself, but many of my friends have them, and I used to be much more like closed-minded to it. But the more I think about it, the more I recognize like that is somebody else's, at best it's somebody else's attempt to feel at home in their body. At worst, it's somebody's attempt to just fit into a beauty standard, right? But I recognize that it's not always that one. Sometimes it's more the former, I guess. So yeah, that's a tough one to talk about, but I really super appreciate these like, good spicy topics. No cow makes the worst tasting protein bars. Okay, I'm gonna stick up for no cow here. So the first time I had no cow bars, I was like, what is this disgusting, crumbly rock that I have been given? And I hated it. I've since tried it many, many times, and I never super liked them. Then they came out with the dipped ones, and those ones have grown on me. There are still other companies that I think make protein bars that taste worse than that, but something about that weird sort of grainy texture of a no-cow bar, I don't know how to explain it, but it's grown on me to the point that sometimes I'm like, you know what I'm in the mood for? A no-cow bar. So, and I didn't think that was possible, but I understand the take because that's how I felt the first time I had it. However, this person also sent another one. It said, protein powder in oatmeal is disgusting, and I 1,000,000% agree. Listen, my clients, you get your protein in wherever you want to get it in. If you like putting it in your oats and calling it protes, have at it. But I would rather drink a protein shake and have a bowl of oatmeal than put the protein powder in the oatmeal and make my oatmeal objectively worse. That's just me, so I agree. If you are losing weight, there are gonna be times where you are hungry and you just gotta deal with it. Agree, 100% agree. I don't think anybody should be starving while they're trying to lose weight, but generally speaking, if you are trying to lose weight or lose body fat, you are absolutely going to have moments of hunger, and you are going to have to learn ways to cope with that hunger that are not food right away. And it's uncomfortable and it's unpleasant, but that is part of the process. Gyms are overrated. Working out at home can be just as effective when done correctly. Yeah, I think working out at home can be just as effective when done correctly, and the pandemic absolutely taught us that people can get great results working out at home. I do, however, think that gyms have an edge in a couple of arenas. One, access to more equipment. I don't care how good your home gym is, the gym is gonna have more variety of equipment. There are certain things that are very hard to replicate in a home gym, especially depending on what you have access to. But the real reason that I think gyms can be more effective than a home gym, maybe not everybody's going to agree with me, and that's okay, is the vibe. And I'm like the most introverty introvert ever, but there is something about being in a room of people who are also working really hard that is just so much more motivating than being at home in your garage by yourself, for me personally. And I don't even like people that much. You also can't get distracted by your laundry, the mail, your dog barking when you're at the gym. It's like your you time where nobody else can reach you. And I think there's kind of a benefit to that too. But working out at home can be super effective. I think it's offensive to assume right away that everybody wants to be skinnier. Yes, I couldn't agree with this more. Oh my gosh, I don't care what someone looks like when they come to me or what their body stats are. It is not my job to determine what their goal ought to be. If someone comes to me and they're 200 pounds and their goal is to get stronger, guess what we're not going to be focused on? Losing scale weight. That might happen as a byproduct of some of the other things that we're doing, but if that's not their goal for them, it's sure as hell not going to be my goal for them. So yeah, we make no assumptions about what somebody's goal is. That is on them to tell us what the goal is, and then we go from there. And goals can change over time, that's fine. But this immediate assumption that everybody wants to lose weight is part of the goddamn reason why so many people want to lose weight. It's infuriating. 100% agree. Building giant glutes and nothing else is not ideal. I agree. Large, strong, round, shapely glutes are fantastic, but first of all, I don't think you really can build awesome glutes without building at least your hamstrings and probably your quads too. But yeah, I know a lot of women who are obsessed with training their lower body to the detriment of their upper body, and I'm like, are you trying to look like a centaur? If that's your goal, power to you. Again, it's not my job to determine someone's goal, but if they're looking for like a well-balanced physique, training lower body only is not gonna get you there. In my opinion, the whole idea of having shredded abs and an awesome ass is incredibly overrated. I mostly agree. I think that it can kind of be a little bit of sort of like a bucket list thing, and I think for a lot of people it is. So let me explain. I feel like many people come to us and part of their goal is like they want to see their abs for the first time in their life, right? And we get them there. They see their abs for the first time in their lives. A lot of those people then realize, abs are cool. You know what's cooler? Food. Having a social life. Like, there are some people who can they get abs very easily. Some people have abs even at a really high body fat percentage, like higher than you would think. Most people, it's much more difficult to get to a place where they can see their abs. and to like really get that shredded six-pack look, your entire life kind of revolves around it. Building a giant ass is kind of the opposite of that because you really need to eat a lot. But I suppose, yes, this magical unicorn of just having big round glutes and super shredded abs, you'd need to have tons of muscle in your glutes and be very, very lean in order for both of those things to be possible. And at that point, your entire life revolves around those things. And most of the time when people reach that point, they realize that, yeah, it's cool, it looks cool, but it doesn't always feel great. Like you're not feeling awesome at that point. And also they miss just like being able to have more freedom in their life. So they start here, they want to go here. We get them here, they realize, yikes, that is way more commitment than I'm actually willing to give for the rest of my life. We back off a little bit, they stay here, right? So they started over here, so they're still way, way ahead of where they were. But you know, if they never reached here, they might be kind of miserable if we just stopped here, because they'd be like, I'm so close, I can get it, So sometimes we gotta get them here so they can realize, oh, cool, no thank you. And now we're back here and they're freaking happy because now they know what this actually takes. So they're much happier to be here, which is still super healthy, really fit. They look great, they have a life, they recognize the balance in that as the real win versus the just like being super shredded, which I'm still all for if it's for a particular reason. Yeah, totally, we can do that. I mean, that's not, to me, that's not even like, I love getting people into that particular condition. Like it's fun for me to help people get there, but I also recognize that most of the time that's gonna be temporary and we're gonna have to take a step back from that. But once they've seen it, they're happier to be there. All right, this is getting kind of long, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think. Do you have any other unpopular opinions, or do you like this series? Do you want to see more of it? Let me know. If you liked the video, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, hit the bell, all the things I'm supposed to tell you to do at the end of a video, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.